Hello everyone! So I'm back with a new book that I just finished. It's called The Banished Birds by Simon Jimenez. It's an amazing science fiction book. It follows the story of Ahro and Nia. Nia is a sort of Ahro's protector. So the only caveat that I have about this book is that the first chapter is very long and very complicated for no reason. I thought the first chapter just had really a lot of unnecessary flowery language. I just didn't understand why it was written the way it was. But then after that, after you get into the second chapter, the story just starts pacing much better. It reads like a movie. It's very interesting. There's a lot of talk about interstellar space, about traveling at light speed. So the main point is that Aro possesses a special ability that lets him travel from one location to another just by thinking about it. So then that creates a lot of problems for him because other people are interested in monetizing that ability. So what ends up happening is that Nia is tasked with protecting him and getting him to safety, meaning getting him away as far as possible from the people who are trying to capture him to experiment on him. And that's where there's another character who comes in who sort of is a benefactor. She's also interested in monetizing his abilities, Aro's abilities, but she ends up. I'm not gonna spoil it, but she ends up being a little bit more different than that. It's very interesting. It has a lot of like multi layers. I really enjoyed reading it. I was really surprised. It's actually a little bit long of a story. It's more like 400 pages. But it's worth the read. It's a very, very good book. I was really surprised. Simone Jimenez did a really good job. I especially like the ending. It's very romanticized, which really doesn't happen a lot in a lot of science fiction books. So I would definitely check it out. Go to your local library, go to Barnes and Nobles, go to Amazon. I'm really not sure where you get your books, but it's definitely a very interesting book. I highly recommend it. Like I said, the language is a little bit complicated sometimes the way he writes, but at the end, you're very entertained and you're not going to leave disappointed, believe me. I was really surprised about how I kind of consumed this book. I think in maybe 2 weeks. I mean, it'd be a faster read if you hadn't put in like so much unnecessary information. But I do like the way it's structured, that you follow one character's progression in a whole big chapter that's maybe like 30 pages long. You get to the root of who that person is, what motives they have, and you get a clear picture of why they act the way they act. So definitely, like I said, recommend it. Go check it out. I hope you're enjoying the kind of reviews that I'm leaving. So again, I'll do another one later. All right, bye.